So Mehul Choksi had been successfully playing Catch Me If You Can for almost 3 years until Monday evening, when he had a taste of police custody for the first time in his life, although by foreign police in a foreign jurisdiction. Nevertheless, it is police custody, and I have reasons to believe it wouldn't have been a pleasant experience for him, or for anyone for that matter. There's a dialogue in the movie Catch Me If You Can, wherein Leonardo DiCaprio, who plays a fugitive at law, much like Mehul Choksi himself, says, "It is not what a man has, but what a man is that is important." In the case of Mehul Choksi, he is important not only for the man that he is, or perhaps he was, but also for what he has. And what does he have? He has information, dirt, as our investigators would like us to believe, on the role of his co-conspirators, from the existing ones, be it Nirav Modi, to the ones whose role perhaps has not come to the fore as of now. And mind you, he is important not only for his alleged involvement in the multi-crore bank scandal, which our country has, one of the biggest scandals, so to speak, which our country has ever seen, but also in another case in which he is under the scanner. And that is the 80-20 gold scheme, which the UPA 2 very hurriedly obliged in the last week of his tenure in 2014. Now, this is a scheme which was scrapped by the NDA in November 2014. And that, according to the CAG, this scheme cost around 1 lakh crore rupees to the state exchequer. And amongst the beneficiaries of this scheme was Mehul Choksi, his companies, and also Nirav Modi. So Mehul Choksi holds a lot of significance in the given scheme of things when it comes to these two investigations. I think the answer lies in the question that whether he ran away or whether he was removed, or as he alleges, was he abducted from Antigua to Dominica. Now, if he did try to escape from Antigua, that's a shot in the arm for the Indian investigative agencies. It makes the case easier and far more stronger for us, for the simple reason that we want him to join investigation in a multi-crore bank scandal, as I earlier mentioned. And if we are able to establish that here is a man who again tried to escape the clutches of law, and he needs to be put behind the bars so that not only he cooperates in the investigation, but relevant information is extracted from him. So that makes case easier, like I said, for the Indian investigators. On the contrary, if he is able to establish his accusation that he was abducted from Antigua to Dominica, he might be, as his lawyers claim, he might be in a position to turn the tables on us. How? As his lawyers tell me, he might move the Interpol, challenging the red notice against him on the ground of political witch hunt. So, the next couple of days at least are very crucial, because this is going to be a legal battle. And which way it would turn out to be, who would win or who would lose, I think only time would tell. But it's going to be a tough and a very intense legal battle, so to speak. A lot depends on, like I said, whether he ran away or whether he was removed from Antigua. So whosoever is able to establish their case, they would, as reasoning would prevail, they would stand to benefit and most likely win the legal bout.